I got the pleasure of catching up with Innocent from Anonymo, and of course we saw the team forming in the early part of 2021. So can you kind of walk me through the vision of this team and why you picked up certain players, what the kind of goal is with the team going forward?
Hello. So the goal of creating this team and the whole idea of creating this team was that we never really had like insane talents in Poland. We always, like every Polish team, was the same nicknames all over again because we couldn't discover some like super young players that would carry us, let's say, in the games. But then actually Flashpoint helped a lot with discovering KEi and Kylar because they played in Aves and they totally dominated the qualifiers, and then they went to LAN event in LA, I guess. And yeah, that's the moment when they put themselves on the map. We were looking at their demos and statistics and stuff, and I was like, wow, these guys actually know how to play, because we had talents. We had guys who were shooting heads left and right and stuff, but then official games came, and yeah, nothing happened. There was no really like Polish talents in HTV events that were doing anything except these guys. So like when I was benched in Mad Lions, it was like my idea to either try to go international again or actually build something with Snacks and our coach. So yeah, we thought that if that's the moment, we should pick KEi and Kylar and start from the scratch with like some fresh blood, some experience and stuff. And I think we made it pretty good for now, but there is tons of work ahead. And I think it's we spent a lot of time every day, but we need to do a lot more to unleash the potential in this team. It's gonna be really long time until we are satisfied.
And we definitely saw that potential shining through in the closed qualifiers, because you took down some huge names in the competition. You were definitely, I'd imagine, viewed as an underdog coming into it as well. So where do you feel like your biggest strengths were looking back at the Flashpoint 3 closed qualifiers?
I think it was not the first time, but second time where we actually felt like really confident individually and as a team. We were really hard on ourselves in general. We are really hard on ourselves. We talk a lot. I wouldn't call it like fight or argue, but we talk a lot and we have a lot of disagreements. And then we try to find solutions in a peaceful way, let's say. But we are really looking everything. Like every round we played bad, we analyze and we try to avoid it in the future. But it's not that easy, you know. It's always there is some pressure in the game. We want to win at the same time. We want to win everything, but also we are not like pressuring ourselves to win everything, because we know if we upgrade our game at least, I don't know, 0.5% every week or so, then at the end of the road we'll be happy with the place we are in. So yeah, we're losing a lot and we're not satisfied by that, but we believe it's in the big picture it will give us points, and by the, I don't know, maybe end of the year or maybe in this Flashpoint season it will pay off, and yeah, we'll be happy.
And it sounds like there's a lot of passion behind the team. You're saying, you have a lot of talks together, potential some disagreements coming up, but of course that's where you're learning a lot from, right? So can you kind of talk me through how you balance that as a team? Is there any kind of, is there one central person to the team? So if you're having a disagreement that will, come in and sort of put you on the right track, can you kind of talk me through the team dynamic a little bit?
I think we have really different people in terms of character, and we have Kylar, who's really silent. We have KEi, who's like crazy, and I mentioned it in the interview after the games that we call him our like Lil Yekindar, because he's like super crazy player. If he feels it, if he feels blood, then we just tell him, like, he says, I want to go there and I don't know, frag 3 people, and we say, okay, whatever, just do it. And yeah, and then behind it there is like 3 of us, I would say, maybe even 4 of us. We are kind of the same, like 3 players, me, mynio and Snacks, and our coach. So we are kind of similar, but yeah, we can be like really, screaming and be aggressive, be full crazy, and we can also be silent and trying to calm down everything. So I think it's pretty good because we have only two people that are either that or that, and the rest is in the middle. So I think it's pretty fine. And yeah, everyone basically fuels another person, and it works like a machine. And we spend tons of time together. I believe I never spent more time in any team so far in my life. And it's basically, I don't know, we start every day at around 10 or so. And there are days where we finish at 1 a.m. or so. So we sit like basically, I don't know, 15 hours. Either we do deathmatch together, or we watch demos together, or we talk together. Or I don't know, sometimes we play some other game for fun, but also together. I don't know, StarCraft or something like that, 1 or 2 hours from time to time. So we basically try to spend as much time together as possible. And yeah, it will be good in the future for sure. Like I can feel it. It's there is something there, and if it doesn't work the way we want it, then I don't know what can work.
So speaking about the future, you've obviously got like a clear vision for the team. So where do you kind of see those main developments happening within the future for the team?
We are doing goals for the team like step by step. Our first goal was to qualify for ESL Pro League, which failed, and like the biggest downtime of the team I think came in the playoffs of the league. We had really good results in the group stage, but then we went in really big slump and we lost everything. And then we had really massive talk, more like there was a bit of arguing, and then we said, okay, these things needs to end, blah blah blah. And yeah, 1 week after or so there was Flashpoint qualifier, and we played completely different. So in the meantime, we also had Polish championship, which is really important to us, because if we win Polish championship, we get invites to the tournaments that could get us slot in ES1 Cologne, I think, or something. So there was like, it's really important for the future because of the events, but also gives you the thing that if we win it, we will be the best team in Poland, and we also won something. So it's a bit fuel to our game. And yeah, now we qualified for Flashpoint, and this is our main focus. I believe if we can get some games, obviously we are going for the win, but you gotta be realistic at some point. So we will, our first and biggest goal for now is to win against NIP. If we win against NIP, we'll have another goal. If we lose, we will have a goal to win the other game. So basically, this could give us a lot, and we are going to be bootcamping for whole Flashpoint and also 1 week before. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of preparation, a lot of hours put in. We are aiming to probably have, 120 hours everyone in CS only, plus demos and stuff. So we are going really huge with the amount of time that we will spend on this tournament, and hopefully it will play off. And in the meantime, we will have this Polish Championship finals. So 2 goals and hopefully 2 goals achieved.
And just going back to the Flashpoint Closed Qualifier, something that we observed from you guys as a team is you don't tend to shy away from aggressive plays. So how important do you feel like that is to your own game style as a team?
Being aggressive in our team is like really important. We like it to be aggressive. We like some crazy. It doesn't really fit my personal style, but it's also okay. I like to do both, but judging by the positions I play for past years, then I'm rather passive than aggressive. But in general, if we play aggressive as a team, we work really good. We are screaming, we are laughing, we are like the TeamSpeak is pretty crazy in those games. But we discovered today, as we speak, that if someone is playing that they're punishing our aggression, then we instantly go down, not only in the game, but also on TeamSpeak. There is this fire is kind of extinguished on TeamSpeak. So we will be for sure working a lot on how to also counter the people that are countering our aggressive style. and we will focus a lot on just playing calm, because that's the main issue in our game right now. If someone stops us in the middle of our aggression, and then we need to decide, then we want to still to be aggressive, and then some mistakes are happening because this guy wanted to play faster, I wanted to play a bit slower, and our runs, you know what happened with our runs. So that's gonna be main issue right now. So we will work on that, and if we get it within 2 weeks, it's gonna be really satisfying for us, and for sure we will play much better than what you saw us. And from what you saw us, we played pretty good.
Yeah, I want to ask about obviously KEi and Kylar as well, because you were saying that they were kind of an important piece of the puzzle for Anonymo coming into building this squad. So why particularly those two players? What did you see in them that made you go, yeah, we want them on our team?
First was KEi, because we all, like, his capacity of fragging was insane to me. Like, we had insane players when it comes to aim or movement or whatever. Like, there were players that were shining in Poland, but there was no player like him for a long time that you just look at and you see that he's fragging a lot. Wherever he's put in, if he's lurking, if he's entering, if he's playing op, pistols, whatever, he always is capable of doing multi-kills. So for us, that was okay, this guy is really good, because there was insane aimers also in Poland, but they couldn't kill that much as this guy. So for us, it was no-brainer to pick him, and we are using him as basically our machine. And as I told, if he feels it, he just goes for it, and he has no problem to drop 30 bombs against anyone, whoever that is. If he feels it, he's not afraid. And with Kylar, we needed more passive player and more quiet person also, and he fits both. He was kind of outshined by KEi in this Aves lineup, but still there were two people that were carrying every game. So if Aves was winning anything, those two were playing lights out. So both were actually no-brainers. We said we either got both or we don't make a team. So that's how we created it, and that was it. There is nothing more to add. Both are insane players, and they will continue to develop. And they will be top players if we continue to do the good work, and hopefully we will be one of the top teams in the future. It's really hard to get there, but once you get there, I feel like it's even. Most of the games are even. You see that in this online era, there is Gambit that were stuck in tier 3 for like 1 year or so, and then once they got in, they instantly improved, and now they are the best team in every ranking possible. So we have to believe it's also possible for us.
I want to ask about obviously your primary and game leader as well, mynio. So what kind of style does he bring to the team, and how does that balance work when Snax has an idea that he wants to inject in the team? Can you tell me a little bit about that dynamic?
I think they think the same in the game most of the times, and we like to have map control. We don't like to open the book, read the strat name XYZ, and then we play the strat. We would rather have map control, and mynio is this guy that would say, okay, let's play default, but maybe let's take a bit more pressure to some position. And then we work on this position, and the whole idea is to like everyone to join and understand what's happening on the map. Just there is a flow of information, and basically then there is like 40 seconds left, and end call comes. Okay, let's do this, and that's basically the round. So he kind of, I think he leads simple. I wouldn't say it's complicated, but it's simple, straight plans. We talk, then we get a final call, and sometimes Snax comes with a crazy idea, and that's basically how our game looks right now, and it's really good. I think there was a team in Penta. I think we played pretty similar in that sense. We either went like full strats, or we were just talking with each other, and that's the best way to play it. And yeah, if we had our shots and everyone is confident, that's really really good for us. Sometimes I'm surprised how great runs we can have when I'm watching the stream or demo and I see this round that we are playing and it looks insane, like fully prepared round with perfect nades, but it was just talking. So when we all feel it, it's really good.
Is there a particular team that you guys like take inspiration from at all, or are aspiring to be like in terms of the gameplay or in terms of that team dynamic?
For sure, we watched a lot of Gambit, and it's they look similar maybe to what we are playing, but I'm not sure if that's the case. They are insanely structured, and I think maybe it's the fact that they played together for a long time, and there is only Hobbit replacing Supra, I guess, in a couple months ago, and they just do it mechanically. But yeah, their team play is insane. Like, I think it's probably top 2, top 3 teams in terms of team play. It reminds me of Astralis in the prime. So yeah, Gambit is definitely something to look up to, and we watched a lot of demos on some maps that needed some tweaks. And yeah, for example, Inferno, we had problems. Then we watched Gambit demos and completely new map, and we only watched demos. So definitely a team to get inspiration from, and they are super young as well. So like, I can only imagine what will they do in like 2 or 3 years if they stick together, and these players will also develop, because they barely have any experience and they are doing such things right now. So it's crazy to think where they can go.
Now, you mentioned it earlier, obviously your first opponent here at Flashpoint 3 is going to be Ninjas in Pyjamas, and I want to get your take on the recent crazy roster change we've seen, Device coming into the lineup. What did you think? Did it surprise you seeing that? What are you thinking of this roster shakeup?
Honestly, I read it. I thought it's a troll, and like, to me it didn't make any sense. But yeah, I think it's right now Device is, in my eyes at least, he's the best player to play CS:GO. Like, I don't really look at this game in the way that people do, that Simple and Zywo are the best players. To me, Device is the best player. He has most MVPs, he won the most events and stuff. He's top 3 player, I would say, for past 5 years or so. So I don't know, maybe he actually thought that there is a time for a change, and he wants to prove some people that he can also be this insane player in different environment, because people always say that, yeah, he wouldn't play it like that if he was playing in Navi or something. Like, obviously he wouldn't play the same in Navi, but yeah, he gets a lot of criticism about it, which is I don't really understand. And also we have to look at the point that he wants to stay closer to his home, and that's also needs to be like understood. So yeah, I don't know. To me, the move is crazy, but if he actually makes a NIP like top 1 team or win a major with NIP, it's crazy. He will have some issues with winning maybe the major with NIP, since they're playing us in the first game here. So I don't wish him like a lot of success in the first game. But yeah, I don't know what we can expect, to be honest. It was always super hard to play against Device, but we kind of liked NIP from Prax. So yeah, I don't know what can he give and how he can turn around how NIP is playing. But it's gonna be super hard match for us as well. So, but I hope if we continue to practice and we'll hit our peak, then it's gonna be pretty close game and hopefully won by us.
And looking at NIP as a whole, we haven't seen Anonymo, obviously without Device, we haven't seen anybody playing the NIP lineup with Device, but just in terms of in 2021, we haven't seen you guys play up against NIP at all. So how is that affecting your kind of practice and preparations coming into it? How do you feel you're going to be stacking up against them?
Their playstyle from practice, at least, they're kind of aggressive. They're doing fast things. They like the fast pace. I don't know how will that work with Device, actually, since he He was rather like this passive opper that gets every angle right and makes only good decisions. That's how I see Device. And it doesn't really fit an IP style that I knew from practice, at least. So it will be interesting to see how they match together and what they can get with it. If they will play passive with him, or Device will play more aggressive with an IP. Like that's stuff that people don't know. We have no idea because we are not practicing against an IP before the game. So yeah, but we will have some tricks for them for sure. We prepare something especially for an IP, and we will see how will that work. We will never practice it against anyone, and we will just play it on the official. And yeah, hopefully it will be good.
Can you give us any hints as to what that might be?
No, I will never do it. Now it's. I think it's something that is that's. There is a play on the map that no one did before, I guess. At least I think so. And we have just interesting idea on how to approach them on certain map. Maybe we'll not even see this map coming, but we are aiming right now that this map will come. I will not say what it is. If we win, I will tell you after the game if we use the things that I told you right now. Okay.
Well, we'll make sure we get you in the post-match interview. I'm thoroughly looking forward to that one. Innocent, it's been an absolute pleasure to catch up with you. It's been great to get to learn a bit more about the side of Anonymo as well, and can't wait to see you in Flashpoint 3. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you as well for the nice talk, and yeah, watch us because we are here to do some damage for sure.